Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, November 29th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I glow with the flow of my lessons. And today we have the moon shifting from Leo into Virgo. And with the moon in Virgo, we're bringing in a T-square. Now, a T-square is like a T-bone. We have the mutable energies, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius being lit up. If you've been with me a long time, when I talk about the mutable energies, the mutable signs, I talk about them as the information gatherers, information bringers, but they bring it from different realms. And the big thing that came through today is being in the flow with the lessons. With a T-square, we have square energy and we have opposition energy. Opposition can work together, or it can be like a tug of war. This way, no, this way, no, this way. And with the square energy, there can be that resistance. We resist this energy that is different. But ultimately, they have the same goal, to teach us, to help us grow, to help us change. So my advice for you is actually, what is the lesson for me? My feeling is the moon in Virgo, it brings us information about the physical body. It brings us information about what's going on right now in this present moment. That's Mahalo meowing at the little kitty that comes to eat at our front door. It's always something at the front door these days. That's what's going on right now. So Virgo brings us that information. Virgo likes things organized. Virgo can be very analytical. Then we have the Pisces energy. Pisces is not so organized. Pisces is here, there. Pisces works with spirit energy. And so Pisces is in a different kind of flow. Does it mean that it's bad or good? Is Virgo energy bad or good? No. Beyond right doing and wrong doing. Neither is bad or good. They all have their pieces of information. And then we have the Sagittarius. And Sagittarius likes a little bit of everything. Sagittarius pulls from this book and from this bit of wisdom and this bit of wisdom. So all of these knowledge energies are kind of like T-squaring today. The combination, the one that really strikes me, is the moon in Virgo connecting, squaring Jupiter. That is actually happening. The exact square is happening at 11:11 a.m. Pacific time. And it's happening at 4 degrees. And I was like, 1, 1, 1, 1, that's 4. 4 energy is that evolution, revolution energy, which means we are being called to be expanded. We are being called to change. We're being called to personal revolution. Now, this is going to come somewhere between what's going on in your daily reality and what is going on within you from what you have already learned. And somewhere in there is the lesson for you. Now, I had a wonderful client today who we were talking about something, and we were talking about teacher-student dynamics and the fact that we both believe that any interaction on this planet with anybody both can be both a teacher and a student. We can learn from anybody, and we also can teach anybody because we all have things to share. And I really do feel that about these mutable signs. They are all the teacher, and here we are being the student. But your job is to notice where the resistance is and ask, what is your lesson? So you can glow, so you can grow with the flow of what your lesson is. It's not about what anybody else's lesson is. Sometimes I feel like these squares were like, well, that person should be doing this and they'd be better off doing that. Not your job. Let somebody else take that on, because that's way too much work. What is my lesson today? And if you're feeling the resistance, if you're feeling the oppositional force, dig in and ask that question, and Spirit will be sure to show you. Now, the other thing we need to look at is that we have some late degree energies going on. We have Venus at 28 degrees. We have Uranus at 29 degrees, still hanging out. We have Chiron at 27 degrees, and we have the nodes at 28 degrees. Late degree energies always bring pertinent lessons. And Venus right now is connecting, it's building into that opposition between Uranus. So that's some we stuff going on, liberating yourself in any we situation. Are you being true to yourself in relationship with yourself, in relationship with another, in relationship even with God universe, in relationship with society? Are you being true to yourself? Are you liberating yourself? That's a lesson that's going to be ongoing and growing. The nodes connecting into, especially the North Node, connecting into Pisces, or Chiron in Pisces. I keep saying karmic stuff's coming up. I woke up at some point this morning crying from my sleep because I was processing karmic stuff from this last year. So you may have the feels still coming up for you. That's okay. It's necessary. Let it come through. I also do want to mention that we're going to be having Scorpio making a resurgence this weekend. So just be very aware of that. Here comes the Scorpio again. It is sure to have lessons for you. Let me go through the day a little quickly. I may have another interruption at the door in just a second, though. Moon in Virgo squaring Mercury in Sagittarius. Again, it's information that you've collected versus information that's happening in this moment. They both have validity. It doesn't have to be versus. It doesn't have to be resistant. What is your flow right now? Like I said about my phone, how I had to go get give me 5? How I had to go get a phone even though it's Mercury retrograde. You know, sometimes we have to do things that necessarily don't go with our wisdom that we have, but we have to be in the flow. What is true for you in this moment? What is your lesson in this moment? Moon in Virgo connecting to Saturn. My feeling is we are still going to be able to be getting things done, especially if we're being true to ourselves in the moment. Really listen into your body. The wisdom of the body always has so much information for us. So often we lock ourselves out of the body and we don't listen to the aches, the pains, the coughs, the tiredness. Listen to your body. It will push you in the right direction. It's part of growing with the flow and going with the flow. Sun in Sagittarius squaring the moon. Again, it's so much Sagittarius, Virgo resistant energy. They both have their place. There's information from both energies that can and will serve you if you allow it. But if you're in resistance, you're not allowing. Final energy of the day is that moon in Virgo opposite Mars in Pisces. Going with the flow will serve you. Your inner Virgo may freak out because it may not necessarily be organized. It may not be in a straight line. But if you go with the flow, I feel like you're going to create a very beautiful symphony today. So let me show you the cards. There is change. It is moment to moment. Don't lock yourself out by thinking it has to be just one way or the other. It's not this way or that way. There is a way through. Beyond right doing and wrongdoing, there's a field. And if you cannot get there, get quiet and listen, because the universe is wanting to guide you and help you answer the question of what is the lesson for you in this energy. So that's it for today, despite all the interruptions. Book a reading, $99 reading for the year ahead with me and Joe. Lots of things coming up in 2019 to dig into, so it'll give you a good overview of your year. It's about an hour-long reading. If you purchase a reading as a gift with it, it's $33, but if you just want to get a reading as a gift for a friend or a loved one, I highly recommend that. Give them the gift of consciousness and knowing themselves on another level. That is $44. You can email me for any of those. That is it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the heartfelt birthday wishes. They all touched my heart so much. Thank you for loving me. You have the power. The better it gets, and there is enough love in the world for you. Namaste.